I just want women to have their rights respected. I want women to be protected. I want when women are harassed or when they're attacked, I want them to get the justice that they deserve as much as men get justice when, things happen to them. This happened in 2017, May 2017, I think. Yeah. I wrote an article on my blog entitled The Men Are Trash Revolution. And in that article, I explained why women say men are trash. And then I explained the types of harassment that women face, the type of abuse that women face here in the Gambia. Not generally, I made it specific to our case in the Gambia. What's on Gambia? Picked up the article from my blog or from somewhere on social media, and they basically took 2 lines from the beginning of the article, 2 lines from the end of the article, put it together to make it seem like, to create a sentence that was actually not what the real article said, and then posted that on their Facebook page to say, this girl is attacking, with my picture, actually with my picture, to say, this girl is attacking Gambian men, calling them trash, we don't know what Gambian men did to her, blah, blah, blah. So because of that one paragraph, their post, people started insulting me, insulting my parents, saying maybe if I'm saying men are trash, it's because my parents are lesbians, saying all sorts of things. I've seen feminists get attacked for sharing views, for basically calling out wrong laws or for calling out people on doing wrong things, basically for just doing their job, for pointing out, patriarchal issues that women are dealing with, for pointing out things that need to be changed in our society, so in our communities, especially as Africans. I've seen it happen to other people, but for me as a person, that was my first experience. Because of that article and the way they published it, I've had people, mostly men, who I know approach me and be like, I saw what's on Gambia posted. Is that really what you wrote? And I'd share the article with them and they'd be like, okay, so can you explain this and this? And it has led to numerous conversations with them. I've had people actually read the article on their own and come up to me and they were like, I didn't see these things as problems. I didn't see the sexual harassment you mentioned in the Men Are Trash article. I didn't see, the power that we have or the liberty that we have to do things that women don't have, as a problem. They didn't see these things as a problem, but because of that article, they realized that, these are real issues that women face. I didn't get any professional or psychosocial support. But that is generally how gender-based violence is in the Gambia. People or victims of gender-based violence, whether it's offline or offline, rarely have the support that they need. We rarely have psychosocial support. Now, the Network Against Gender-Based Violence recently launched the hotline, the 1313 hotline, and the one-stop center is also functional. So maybe that's a step in the right direction, but generally, people don't have the support that they need when they face gender-based violence, whether it's psychosocial support or moral support or anything. It's rarely happening. So it really wasn't very different from the realities on the ground. It would have been helpful if there was some kind of a platform that deals with, the kinds of things that some of our online news sites do, the tarnishing people's images. Of course, there are laws on defamation and things like that. But how proper are those laws to deal with something that's happening online where you can't even measure the amount of damage that has been done to your reputation by the things that they do? So it would help if in our information laws there was some sort of control over what people, or the harmful things that people do online, not control over everything that people do, but the harmful things that people do. Attacking people online unnecessarily, spreading false information about people online, and spreading intimate pictures of people online without their consent. There should be some form of control over these things because they affect the lives of people. Our laws are not focused on things that happen online. We have good laws. For example, we have the Sexual Offences Act, but nothing in that act talks about any form of sexual violence or sexual harassment that someone suffers online. So if something happens to you online, there are very few chances that you would have that form of protection. We also don't have protection for people on harassment, just normal, regular harassment that happens to them online. You can't, from what I know, maybe I'm wrong, but you can't sue someone for harassing you online and things like that. So we need those kinds of protection. It's not enough that we have data protection. We also need to protect people who have access to the internet and people who use the internet regularly, especially activists.